the gate to the courtyard, please move that vehicle. Oh, it's handled. Thank you, sir. All right. Good morning. Good morning to all of you, and welcome to our service. As I said, I hope you will receive a blessing here this morning, and pray that you've come ready to worship the Lord. I see we have Sister Louise is back in the house after, I want to say, a long break. She's gone for quite a while. Please welcome our sister. It's good to have her back. And welcome to our visitors as well. Any first-time visitors? No, the first-time visitors, regular folk, member and regular folks. And of course, Sister Louise is returning, but someone will be leaving us in a little while, perhaps until January, Sister Zelma. Yeah, please, you can stand and speak to the church. Amen. 5 doctors she'll be seeing in New York. She'll be gone for a while. She says she'll be missing us, and please do remember her in our prayers. Thank you, Sister Selma. Okay, let us stand. Let us greet each other as we sing, I Keep Falling in Love with Him. This one gives me a little trouble. I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. He's deeper and sweeter as the days go by. Oh, water between the Lord and I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. As the days go by, oh, between the Lord and I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. He gets sweeter as the days go by. Oh, water between the Lord and I keep falling in love with Him over and over and over and over again. Amen. Thank you. Birthdays for this week, the 16th to the 22nd of September. Today, Trent Ruan and Alana Webster celebrate, along with Cara Hughes. On the 18th, Keyshawn Rogers celebrate, as well as Elvin Gums. On the 19th, Shamika Richardson. And on the 20th, Steve Rogers. Any other birthdays? Anyone else celebrating this week? Okay. And I have no anniversaries. Any anniversaries this week? Okay. All right, I'll ask the celebrants to stand. Oh, the celebrants are not here? Okay, the celebrants are not here. So, moving on. Who you're talking about? You ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. Who you're talking about? This person is one of 8 children. Says that 4 died young. Every other child died, actually. One born alive, one died, one born alive, one died, like that. Says that's just the way it was in those days in Anguilla, where doctors mostly had for treatment warm oil. That was it, warm oil. That was the extent of the medication. No good doctors. And plus, Satan was loose in the country. This person's first job was by the cola factory, and also worked after that on the factory truck. The factory, of course, received ice from St. Kitts in those days. Sister Vonette. A little louder, sis. I'm all the way here. Brother Cyril. Brother Cyril Proctor. Brother Cyril Proctor, is that you, brother? Give him a round of applause, brother. Cyril Proctor. Born on April 15th, 1936. That makes you how old, sir? 82 years old. Wow. Married. Give him a round of applause for that. And he's married Carmen Webster, of course, she's now Proctor, on the 15th of August, 1962, which means you're married for 56 years. 56 years of marriage. That's another applause, I think, for that. Lots of marriages don't last 6. That's 56. They have 6 children, and 2 passed. So much I could say. His mom, Mary Proctor, she baked bread and cakes, and sugar cakes. She would receive the sugar and flour from St. Kitts, as all Anguillians did, I suppose, and she would sell sugar and flour as well. And she would make hats from, I'm a little too young to understand this, from tire tree. That's right, from tire tree. You know what that is? Some kind of palm. She would weave hats and she would sell them. This is back in the 1930s and 40s, by the way, and so on. He said life was hard in those days. He had to walk everywhere. He can remember when Anguilla got his first 2 bicycles, and he called the persons by name. And he said if you didn't walk, you went hungry. Rationing at the factory, that's the way they distributed their goods. It was 2 pounds of flour per head. Each person, that was for a week. 2 pounds of flour, which was not enough. So basically you had to walk the ground. The factory was the one place you could get everything. And there were crowds and pushing during the rationing in the 40s and 50s. People reared animals, they walked the ground. You say most of Anguilla was not like you see it now, it was mostly ground. There wasn't a lot of houses and buildings. There was a house there, a house here, and so on. But the land, as you looked over the landscape, it was mostly peas, corn, and sweet potato, cassava, and so on. Anguilla grew so much ground provision, Brother Cyril said, that we exported to St. Martin. He said we exported more to St. Martin in those days than St. Martin sent to us. Flour. Imagine we would get flour and sugar and so on from St. Kitts, and St. Martin would get it from us. How things have changed, huh? Wow. Children would play games such as bat and ball, rounders, marbles, spin top, knickers. I don't know if anybody know what knickers are. Eat boiled potatoes for your school lunch, or you would go home. Subjects at school included arithmetic, dictation, and history. That's English, England's history. And he cut cane, Brother Cyril cut cane in St. Kitts,